Hey guys, Rika here, and today I bring you the second mini collection within the meta collection of Saving Skyscales, Skyscale of Fire. If you didn't see the video unlocking all of the collections and Skyscale of Water, we are starting out with the Veteran Djinn at the Hanging Gardens. There are 4 of these that you can talk to unlock collections. I did already do that, but I'm showing it again just in case you haven't been there yet. If you already have this unlocked, see the timestamps below and jump to the next step. For those of you who have not yet been to the Hanging Gardens, it's in Domain of Vabi. You want to start from the Market Ruins waypoint. Using the skimmer is going to be ideal. I didn't do that, and obviously I should have, because every time that you touch the ground, you're taking damage from the brand. But you're going to head down southeast from that waypoint, and if the Djinn are not in the middle of the area in the Hanging Gardens, you're going to have to go through and kill the 8 veteran elementals around the area in order to light the 8 braziers, and then the Djinn will spawn. If you would like a more detailed description of how to do this and a video of how to find each of the 8 elementals, if you're struggling to find them and the Djinn are not spawned yet, go ahead and click the link in the top right corner or in the description. I have a Saving Skyscales video for unlocking those collections. And as I said in that unlocking the Saving Skyscales collections video, it would be best if you talk to all 4 of the Djinn when they spawn, or if they're already there and you don't have to actually go through and kill the elementals. Get all 4 of those natures at once, and then you won't have to come back here each time. Once the Djinn spawn for you, talk to the Grand Elder Fire Djinn and get the nature of fire, and like I said, you would be better off if you get all 4 of them at once and you don't have to come back. Next up, you have Fires of the Depths, which we are going to find in Derelict Delve. If you already went through Derelict Delve and got this during Skyscale of Water, go ahead and click on the next timestamp. For those of you who have not yet been through Derelict Delve, it is required to do the entire mini dungeon puzzle thing in order to get the Skyscale of Water collection completed, but you also have a Skyscale of Fire and a Skyscale of Ice item in Derelict Delve that you can grab along the way. If you are only here for the Skyscale of Fire item, you don't have to go into the fire room in order to get it. Just jump on your skimmer and go all the way down to the bottom once you enter the delve. You don't have to go into any doors. Just skimmer all the way to the bottom and sit on the lava and you should get credit. If you don't yet have the Rune Locked Doors achievement, I would recommend going to my Skyscale of Water video or the video I'm going to be making on Derelict Delve as a dedicated video to give full detail. I will link that in the description once I've uploaded it, and it will be in the top right corner as well. If you're in it for the long haul, we're going to be getting Fires of the Depths in room number 2 while we're doing the collection for Rune Locked Doors. I am only going to show the video in Derelict Delve up to that point though, so if you want the full video, like I said, Skyscale of Water or Derelict Delve video when I get that uploaded. Basically, the gist is that you need to go into these special rooms, collect rune stones that you're going to take one by one to the next door in line. And once you have placed the rune stones that are required to open that door, you'll be able to interact with the pressure plate and go into the next room. For this particular room that we're going for, which is door number 2, we're going to need 2 rune stones from this ice room. The fun part is that you can only carry 1 runestone at a time, so make sure that you don't log out or waypoint because you will lose the runestone that you're holding. Unless you've already placed it at a door, then your progress is saved. So we already grabbed the runestone that was on the bridge in the ice room. Once we place that at the door for the fire room, we're going to go back into the ice room and we're going to get the second runestone, which is down on the bottom level all the way in the back. If you're wondering why I keep using the skimmer to drop down, it's because you don't take falling damage. That's also true with Skyscale when you get it. So we're going back into the ice room for the second runestone, and if you didn't notice that there's actually a level underneath when we first went in there, it's kind of hard to notice until you go into the back of the room when you first enter. You can drop down in there and you're going to have to fight some oozes. I really don't understand how oozes are able to not only like exist but to be their oozy selves in a frozen room like this, these are definitely super oozes. There are a couple of groups of oozes that you're going to have to fight, of course, in order to get up on the platform in the first place, because the runestone is in the little kind of back corner of the room on top there, and to remount on the springer so that you can go back up through the hole and leave the room. If you haven't already grabbed it, there will be a concentration of magic up here that will give you the Ice of the Land for Skyscale of Ice. Otherwise, make sure you've grabbed the runestone, get on your springer, and we're going to jump back up through the hole that we dropped down from and get out of this room and place the runestone at the fire door. Be careful through here. They do actually hit hard enough that they dismounted me and I had to wait until I could leave combat again. Once you're finally able to escape the icy depths, just head back toward the door. There's only one way to go anyway. Interact with the pressure plate, and then we're going to go back to room number 2. Once you've placed the 2 runestones from the ice room in front of door number 2, go ahead and enter. Get on your skimmer and go all the way down to the circular platform where the Elder Jin is going to be waiting for you. As I said before, you can get Fires of the Depths outside of this room, but if you want to unlock rune-locked doors and get all of the collection items for the Saving Skyscales collections, then you'll want to do all of the runestone gathering and placement in order to get to the end of Derelict Delve. So you will need to come in here for the runestone anyway. Just heat your butt in that lava and you should get credit for Fires of the Depths. Next up is Fires of the Legion. Head to Black Citadel and go to Junker's Waypoint. We're going to be heading for the smelter, and you will see the icon in the very center there. Make sure you use your skimmer so that you don't burn alive. Or if that's your thing, don't use your skimmer. I mean, just make sure that you can get to the center because it would be a shame to die without even getting credit. As you can see, I did already get this item, but I'm just going to do it anyway because it's so much fun. The skimmer really is an amazing mount. Simple as that. Once you skim out there into the middle, you can come right back and you should have credit for Fires of the Legion. Next up, we have Fires of the Mountain. Head to Maelstrom Waypoint if you can get there and mount Maelstrom. If it is contested, check your World Boss Portal device if you have one and see if the Mega Destroyer is on there because that's a free port. Get on your skimmer and head toward the point of interest in the center of the lava there, which is called Hellmouth Falls, and you should get credit. And last but not least, we have Fires of a God. Head to the Necropolis Waypoint in Domain of Vabi and head toward the Foundry, which is going to be to the northwest. If you haven't been here before, this is actually where the meta event happens in the Domain of Vabi, where you find the legendary Hounds of Balthazar. The Forged are one of the most annoying mobs in all of Guild Wars 2, but this is actually one of my favorite metas. In Path of Fire, I would say it's actually my number 1. So as we approach the Foundry, you're going to notice that there's kind of a pathway to a door. If that door is blocked off, if the doors are shut, you're going to have to fight the mobs in front of the door in order to open it. Also, if you have not yet completed the Skyscale of Life, it requires that you revive allies. Allies can actually be NPCs, and there are a whole bunch of dudes in the bottom of the Foundry here around the hearth who constantly die. I got my Skyscale of Life here on 2 accounts very easily. What you want to do is head all the way down to the bottom of the stairs. There's going to be sort of a rectangular area at the bottom surrounded by forges, and there's going to be one big forge that looks like it has molten metal like running down it. That's where you're going to want to jump in to get credit. It is really easy to grab the fires from a god after the meta if you want to try that out. I'll link the wiki down below. And of course the Dogs of War achievement for defeating the 2 legendary warhounds gives you 5 achievement points. So this big thing that I just circled around is the thing that you want to jump into and burn yourself with in order to get credit. Super easy, and you can do it mounted. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, Skyscale of Ice.